Good evening, friends. Thank you for joining Candemina every evening to follow what's happening in India and abroad. Thank you for sending me your useful comments and suggestions. If you believe in this channel, do hit the like button, share with friends, and spread the message. Our mission is to bring you the truth and both sides of the story. Thank you for your support. Welcome, Jaydev.
Good evening to everyone, and hope everyone had a nice weekend. And right now, everyone is laughing at the way Sunil Shetty is begging Yogi Adityanath for stopping the boycott Bollywood hashtag movement and completely, stop people from using that trend on Twitter as well. It's a very big proof and motivation for people to continue boycotting Bollywood because people were doubtful that if it's working against Bollywood, and Sunil Shetty gave that motivation for each and everyone to continue with this movement, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And also, while you're before we go on to the news, I would just like to tell friends that yesterday evening we had a wonderful time with some of our Candid Mina family friends. So let me just tell you a little bit about that. Since we started, we've made a lot of friends. Some who have become very close. So yesterday we had a few of our Candid Mina family, like Sangeeta and from Metal Films, and we had Meera Naya, and for lunch and dinner. So what I liked about what I felt good about was it was something like Christmas for me because you see these earrings that I'm wearing. These are these are given by Meera Naya, who thinks that I love these, love dangling earrings. So she's brought this beautiful pair, and then, and if that's not enough, Sangeeta bought me another beautiful pair of earrings. And it was, they had brought some pastries and I had made some lunch and dinner. It was a wonderful evening with all of us. And I feel so good because this is not just a channel where we just convey a news in in an aggressive manner or in a soft manner, whatever. This is not that. This channel has become more of a family. Like what you call aura, where everybody from Karthik to Nisha and Maya, and I get the most delicious Tim Tams from Nisha Thomas from Dubai. And I don't know, just when I feel very low, something comes across, and this is from one of my candid Meena family. And it makes me, it really brings tears to my eyes because see, these are things that you do not expect. It's not the material itself. It's the very thought that when you get something, that friend has thought about you, and that brings makes you very sort of emotional. And this is what I like most about this channel. Even when I'm not well or Jaydev is not well, see the way you care. It makes me feel that we are family, and the way we worry about issues that are troubling us, what is happening politically as well as what is happening in the film world. When we share our thoughts, it's like one family giving each other strength and telling that everything will be okay. We are with you. We are standing with you. And this is what makes this channel different. So I don't know how to thank each one of you. Even one day if Karthik is missing, Jaydev will say, I don't know why Karthik is missing. Perhaps he had some work. The same thing with Maya Jagannath. She's so regular, and she's the kind who's always just like an umbrella. And so many people. I don't know how I can thank all of you. Gloria. So many people. I've grown so close to you that I said that I cannot start this session without mentioning that I love all of you. And see, each one of you adds so much of flavor, Maya and Divya and all of you. See, there are times when I feel, I cannot even talk because that emotional I get. Because see, on our path, on this voyage that we are taking towards truth, you're standing one with us, and every time if we feel as though we are low, you're the ones who are encouraging us that, see, don't give up. We need to go strong. We need to do this. We need to accomplish it. And this is what happens, when many hands become one hand. This is the effect. So I don't know how to thank each one of you. Chitra from America, so many people. I really don't know how to thank all of you that see whenever you come into, come to Candid Meena. It's Nina or it is Savitri. So many people. I don't know, Meera. Thank you for these beautiful earrings. I'm feeling so beautiful wearing this, and just the time that you spent with me yesterday made me feel so good that, friends like you are so close by. So, all of you, before I start this session, a very big thank you from Jaydev and me for enriching our lives, with your own goodness, your righteousness, the fact that, see, you want to fight evil, and you will not give up. See, these are the things that you have promised us, and you're standing with us since the past 2.5 years since we started this channel, and we are going very strong thanks to you. Jaydev.
Yeah, absolutely. And we had this wonderful interaction with Meera and Sangeeta, and they felt like family. Since 2 years we have been interacting in the digital space, but to see them in flesh is a whole lot another feeling as well, right? Like which cannot be replaced. So. As well as
Meera says,
each and every
Meera,
viewer
that's so sweet of
in the
you.
chat.
Enjoying my time with you, Jaydev, and Ned last night. It was mutual, Meera. We really enjoyed, and it felt like, we are so close. Chandrika, good evening, Meera ma'am and Jaydev. I don't have much knowledge to share, but I strongly stand by your thoughts and support your views wholeheartedly. You're the best, Meena ji and Jaydev. Lots of love from USA. Thank you so much, Gerato. I'm
Gerardo.
original from Mexico. CM has become more like yes, and a lot of it is thanks to people like you, Karthik, because you are so genuine. You do not care, about diplomacy or anything. What you have to say, you say it, as it is. You call a spade, and that is what makes you so, different from the others. We have to thank you for opening our eyes and showing us the truth. I missed yesterday's session. I had a very, very busy day. Okay. Would love to meet you personally. Yes. We will all meet. We must have a session where we all meet in life, and share, thoughts. Chitra, you are very dear to me right from the beginning. So you say true. We feel so connected with you both and all those who come regularly to this channel. Ma'am, can you tell what are the yes? Still we have to get some information regarding that. Thank you so much, Meenaji. Nisha, and Nisha, thank you for I don't know what all flavors of Tim Tam you send me. Sometimes it's dark chocolate, sometimes it is caramel. So God bless you, because the very thought that you think about us, even when you are so busy in your own lives, that itself shows we live in a society where there are beautiful individuals like yourself. Karthik, calling a spade was always there inside me, Meenaji. You gave me the opportunity to do in this forum. Thank you. Yes, and this is what makes you stand out, Karthik. I start to watch you from the time of SSR. I watch all your recorded videos. Cannot join live because of work. And my dear Gloria, the sweetest of all, you have to believe me, Meenaji, that I dreamt about you, that we met and we were in my house as you had come to the neighborhood and we saw each other. And I invited you home and you came. We will meet, Gloria, because you've been there right from the start. And sometimes when you say you put some comments and say some things, I do feel very, very touched. You cannot believe. I just keep quiet for some time because I just wonder, do such people exist? Because it's such a lovely feeling. And then, of course, my dearest Maya, this is most important, fight against evil of every type, level, and state. Thanks for this platform, for all of us to be together for this fight. Selva, I'm a Mexican American that appreciates your frank personality. Love all the Meena Candid family. And you too, Selva. We cherish you so much. Divided Streets. Thanks for the SSR for bringing us. Yes, this is also something that we should also mention, that SSR has brought all the good people together, people who are fighting for justice. It is very strange, friends, that in today's era, let me tell you very frankly, Today we are scared to tell the truth. Can you imagine? What we are born with as children. Today we are scared to tell the truth. To the police we are scared because they will hound us. We are scared to tell the truth to the politicians because they will hound us.
I would like to
Only.
add one thing, very
Yeah.
important point is that if we had an interview with Samir Wankhede on Saturday, right? Now, how many views that video has? It has very, very low views. What's the reason why there is low viewership for that particular video in which Samir Wankhede is being interviewed? Because YouTube is not promoting those kind of videos, which is useful for parents and children. They only promote videos which has, vulgarity, which has sex, which has, what do you say, foul language, which has violence. I mean, so you can see that only those kind of videos, like Bollywood videos like Besharam Run, they have millions of views. But I mean, like for the useful videos, which we had a Samir Wankhede, showing the how drugs are seeping into schools and campuses in India, how your child could be potentially exposed to a very harmful drug, and that is very important because it could affect your child's life, right? So it is very important for anyone who wants to make a contribution to society to share that particular video to as many people as possible. Am I right?
Yes, absolutely. And also, Gerarda says, I love your country, India, so much. It is just like our Mexico. And I pray that SSR gets justice and all the corruption gets finished to make India the best. I love your Prime Minister Modi ji. Respect him a lot. Here, one point I wanted to make, Gerardo. Can you, at some point, decide to come online? Because I want to hear your point of view, and how how your country is facing different things. So please tell us about. We are very curious to know, about you, your life there, and how Mexico is faring. It will be all. It will educate us, and we will feel even more closer to you. Thank you, Gerardo. SSR is the main reason that connected us all. Yes, Maya. He's a special soul, bringing out people like Samir Wankhede. Yes, true, Jay. Many of YouTube's being paid promotion. So that's okay. Now I know many of lakhs of subscribers are just bought once.
Yeah.
Welcome, Lakshmi. Thank you always for joining us.
Hi, Chachi.
Yes.
Usha.
Yeah. Savitri, our dear Savitri. Yes, always in our hearts.
So the quotation for today from Rig Veda is, all that lives or moves on earth, transient or permanent, exists in the glory of God. This is a quotation from Rig Veda. So all that lives or moves, so be it a plant, be it an animal, be it an insect, that is a sort of the creation of God. You can see God in each and every living thing, right? So it is very important to respect any living creature, especially trees. Do not sort of pluck flowers from a garden. Let it be. Do not, to an extent, kill insects. Like if it is harming you, you have no choice but to maybe sort of use the fly squatter. But other than that, I think you should have respect for each and every.
Yeah, this takes me to an interesting incident that happened yesterday. So Sangeeta, as you know, is into filmmaking and she makes documentaries. So she was doing she was also doing some recording. And suddenly, the people who were recording it said that, see, what is that sound? It's so loud, And then I said, oh, those are squirrels, So they said, oh, we can't believe squirrels, are so loud. So I said, see, what disturbs you, when you do recording is for me music, because when I do meditation, I sit in my balcony and I hear these squirrels, chatting very loudly. There are a pair who are very naughty, and they keep making this noise. And I love it. But the same noise, for certain people when they're doing recording can be irritating. But I'm telling you, see, if you can cherish each and every living being, whether it's a crow or a squirrel or any bird, or even now recently we found that a small stray cat, a white cat, keeps following Jaidev all around, and they give some milk, or I give some food to it, or Ned gives some food, and it comes around. It's not scared. So these are the things that we should cherish, because without these we are nothing. Nature is a part of us, just an extension. Today in the morning, first thing in the morning when I had my breakfast, sorry friends, I'm just taking a little of your time. Morning when I was having my breakfast, an old lady came to my door. Now, see, this old lady was working in the house that was sold, opposite my house, and she was working as a maid there. So she used to keep coming to my house to visit my mother-in-law, who was old at that time. And she would always, my mother-in-law used to give her something, or she would eat food from our house. So it's been years since that house has been sold. But this lady keeps coming to me for something or the other. So after a long time, she came today and she said, ma'am, I was not here. I was in my village. So immediately I went and I gave her some money. And then she said, you give me some clothes also. I said, I'll keep it ready. Whenever you come next, I will give you some sarees. But after I did that, I felt so good, because see, in our mythology, many of our movies, you will see the good movies. I'm not talking about Bollywood movies. So in the good movies, you will see that sometimes God comes in the form of these people. God comes in the form of nature. So be kind. Be kind to everybody. Don't think that, about the money or the other aspect. You are doing something, and that is charity, And as Dr. Ganesh said, do it as much as you can. That will make you a blessed soul. That will make you go towards a higher spiritual level. So these are just some things that I wanted to share with you. So let's get back to news, Jaydev, and continue.
Yeah, Chitra says, true, Jaydev, YouTube has its own agenda like Facebook and Instagram. We will keep raising awareness. Yes, Chitra, thanks for that. And as you know that, Bollywood has a very close association with Google and YouTube. So they won't promote any kind of content which is going against their name, right? I would like to come so much and keep.
Oh, this is Gerardo. Gerardo is Zoya's friend. Now I remember. Now you put the link.
Yeah.
I would like to come so much, and I keep telling my best friend Zoya that how our president is making changes in Mexico. Like that, if Modi ji does, then India will be the best. I work this time, but I will try. Please, whenever we can also have a recorded session with friends who would like to come live, because you're not a part of this channel, and it is with you that we achieve any form of success.
Hi, Trupti, nice to see you. Even Chat GPT has its own agenda. Okay, that's a new sort of technology which they say can replace Google as a search engine. So that's what Lakshmi is referring to. So beautiful colors, especially displayed in a sari.
Vidya, that was a painting of a fisherwoman in Sri Lanka. Welcome, Sunita. SSR has joined us in the great vision of truth, justice, love for one another. I pray daily for justice, for all the innocents that lost their lives so unexpectedly. Love Modi, he brings hope. SSR has brought us all together, but he has widened our vision, exactly. Perception, along with the fight for justice, has made you bring gems like Ganeshji, Mayurji, to broaden our thinking, make us grow spiritually. Absolutely. I do labor work for a warehouse that is owned by an Indian boss, so I understand Hindi. I watch Mere Sai, I love it, and I love Indian culture. If I can someday not be working during your life, yes. And whenever you come to India, you know where you can come. Yes. Which part of Bangalore? Yes, all this I will give you by email. Absolutely, Karthik. Come whenever you are. Whenever you feel you're free. True, Minaji, we are a part of the same nature, different manifestations of the same 5 elements. We are protected by the same laws of nature. Coming to SER, the SSR, the diary's reading was stopped. One of the discrepancies in the drive must have been compromised. Yes. How much part of is genuine? And yes. In the beginning, it was Usha. Mostly you promote the videos from particular community. Best example is TV actress Deepika Kakkar and her family, which is totally fake and promoting it. Mahalakshmi says, Har Har Mahadev, justice for SSR, boycott Bollywood forever. God bless both of you from Seattle, Washington.
Thanks,
welcome. Yeah, true. God comes in different forms for us. Mostly we will realize after they leave. Like India, Mexico is also given a lot of bad. Yes, and that is why we need to change it. I was at the Chitra Santi on Sunday, Minaji. Hope you also visited. No, I did not, Karthik. Too much work. Thank you so much, Chitra. Thank you for the respect and talking to me, Minaji. I feel sorry. It is mutual, Gerato. Miraji, my new neighbor cat started getting into my house or hid under the dining table. Or when she sees me, she accompanies me. Yes, started giving food. Yes, this is the best thing that we can do. Let us look after everything that is with us. That shows your own soul. Wade Goodwille says, why do you only promote channels? Pretending.
Yes.
Mera Abdul aisa nahi. Yeah, yes. So let us go on to the news, Jyoti.
Yeah, before that, I would like to show something.
Yeah.
Is that so, friends? This is a very good, compilation of what certain Bollywood people have said over the years regarding the audiences. So Arjun Kapoor says we have tolerated audiences, okay, and then you have Alia Bhatt says don't like me, don't watch me. Kareena Kapoor said don't watch our movies. I think it's Tapsi viewers are not intelligent. And then all these Khans and Nasiruddin Shah says Dar ka mahol hai. But now you had Sunil Shetty finally, begging Adityanath, so, to make people stop trending boycott Bollywood. You can see the whole circle. You know,
Yeah.
I will not go to work.
Yes. Yeah, I will go to work now, but in the meantime, if you want, you can search Mexican president, how he does this live sessions every morning at 7 a.m. sharp and takes open questions from. Yes, he is another avatar, Gerardo, for sure. We will also listen to him. Took picture with the cat and was forcing herself in my house the next day. Heard that the cat died in the car accident, but sometimes I feel the cat is there. Okay. Never had enough of Arjun Kapoor. योगी जी कहाँ इन मूर्खों जी फौजी में फंस गए वैसे इनको रोते देखे मजा बड़ा आ रहा है कंटिन्यू बॉयकॉट बॉलीवुड ड्यूरिंग लाल सिंह चड्डा ट्विटर blocked me on my tweet on the movie and
Yes.
boycott saying it violates. Yes, they are only anti us, they're not anti Bollywood. Gerardo openly all allegations, everything he openly shows on screens for public to see and answers everything and anything. He's asked if Modi ji does that, every corrupt person will be. Gerardo, this was the kind of thing that Maharajas in India did long time back. They used to, move amongst the public in disguise and they used to see everything and accordingly rule wisely. So, very beautiful words coming from you. Audience are not intolerable. These film stars are actually intolerable. So that boycott movement has started. Did you watch a recent interview of
Yeah, we'll be
Tunisha's
coming
mother
to that.
where she spoke? Yes, we will be talking about that. Everyone is pointing out the statement Sunil made. Din bar drugs nahi karte. All are asking him to explain. Also about rotten apples. All are
Yeah.
asking who are the rotten apples. Only one answer to Bollywood, boycott black money, ki factory hai Bollywood. Yes. Okay. Back to you, Jen.
Yeah, so coming to what Sunil Shetty said to Yogi ji, regarding stopping the boycott Bollywood trend and boycott Bollywood movement. Now the Western India Cine Employees, which is the Federation of Western India Cine Employees, has also come forward to raise the concern on the rising boycott Bollywood sentiment. They have urged the government to stop the trend. They have also condemned the actions like vacating the theaters. The FWICE suggested that if someone has any issue with the film's content, they should write about it to the CBFC instead of vandalizing theaters. In a statement, the Federation said FWICE strongly condemns the ongoing trend of boycott Bollywood and seeks immediate protection against the hooliganism in theaters and the threats to the producers. And the trend has raised a major situation of survival of the common workers, technicians, and the artists who are earning their daily bread from this industry. Now, popular actor Kishore, who appeared in many South Indian films across 4 languages and gained recognition after playing a righteous forest ranger in Rishabh Shetty's Kantara, has come out in support of the Hindi film industry and penned a long note on his Instagram criticizing the negative hashtag against Bollywood. So Kishore shared a photo of the newspaper with the news of Sunil Shetty asking Yoginath to help end the cancel culture. The time has come for the film fraternity of the entire country to stand up and support Bollywood by condemning the trend of boycotting Bollywood films, fanatical hooliganism against them, and politics of hatred against its actors. He captioned his photo. He further stated that it's a failure of the governments that they can't ensure the safety of a business or an industry in the world's biggest democracy. Even an atmosphere of fear has been created where people from the film industry are not talking, which is a shame on the government officials who are responsible for maintaining law and order. It's a clear violation of law, which is poisoning the society and needs to be stopped and punished before the fire spreads to the local film industry too. So, what a shame that
Yeah.
Kishore, he
Yeah.
is a South
So let
Indian
me.
film actor and he was the forest ranger in Kantara, in the film Kantara, which people supported the film Kantara. So this is the person
Yes.
who is now openly supporting the Bollywood cabal. So you need to boycott him and his future films, right? If he
Yeah.
is not
So
supporting you.
here, yeah, what I want to say is that, see, to Kishore, is that you're saying that, see, we are bullying or we are, filling the atmosphere with fear.
Yes.
Okay. So now, uh, see, what happened to Sushant only happened recently, 2.5 years back. This trend has been happening for quite a few years. Okay. We did not know anything about it. Now, it was all fear filled by the underworld to which you all were complying. And you had formed a very nice family covering up all the issues. Whichever deaths happened, you kept it all covered. So we did not know that there was a Darka Mahal inside. Okay. Now that we have started exposing it through SSR, we are not taking the credit. Okay. Through SSR, we realized that there is crime, drugs, money laundering, there is everything bad happening in Bollywood. Yeah. And there is a fear for youngsters there, for children there, because trafficking is happening. Now you say that, see, we should not speak about it. And we will not allow people who do that to showcase their movies in theaters. Yes, we will boycott it. Because you better clean your system. You better show us that, see, we have a clean Bollywood for us to send our children or our grandchildren into that industry. How dare you tell us with just one movie in hand, you think that you
Yes.
have become now Sean Connery, of James Bond? What do you think? Yes, Yati.
Yeah, I mean, like it is kind of pathetic that he's insulting the same public who made Kantara a hit, a super hit, right? And now he's challenging the same Indian public, right, as to why they are voicing their opinions freely. It's only because of the boycott Bollywood movement that Kantara was a hit in the first place, right? Because since people boycotted Bollywood is one of the reasons why Kantara is a hit, right? Because Kantara is a film with good content and they show Hinduism in the right light. So I don't know what.
So here also, I want to ask Kishore one more thing. You say it's a failure of the governments that they
Yes,
cannot ensure the safety of a business or an industry in the world's biggest democracy. Okay, because they have filled it with fear. I can ask you the question in opposite. Why has the government not thrown Bollywood, all of them, into jail and protected the citizens from this sort of crime, which is drugs and trafficking and child abuse and adrenochrome and what not? Did the government protect the society from this? Jhanvi Kukreja died. Jia Khan died. Disha Salian died. Just now, this girl, a young girl, has died. What is her name? Tunisha has died. So many people have died. So that was all okay for you, Kishore? So as long as deaths are in your hand, and you cover it up, society is safe, right? Government is doing its duty. In which case, you should be most appreciative of Uddhav Thackeray, because Uddhav Thackeray used to work in the same way that you wanted. Sharad Pawar acted in the same manner you wanted. Sonia Gandhi acted in the same manner you wanted. What they did was they hounded people who spoke against them or worked against corruption. So you do not want honesty. You do not want a good government. You want everybody to work as per underworld dictates. You want this a parallel government that's running, to become successful and the government to become the underdog, right? So we are not going to go by your suggestions. And I think this is the last film where you will be appreciated. I don't think the director and actor of Kantara is ever going to touch you again if this is what is your ideology.
Yeah, see,
Okay.
Karthik says it's not easy for even southern stars to take up the right stand. They are still in fear of the gutter mafia. Yes, Karthik, this is they are very scared of Bollywood, the southern film stars especially. So Congress supporters actors begging Yogi ji says yes. Har Har Mahadev Krishna Priya. Yes. So we'll be coming to Subramanian Swamy also, friends. So that's the main topic. What's wrong with them, especially Sunil Shetty? How can the government ask us to watch their pathetic films? Real jokers, yes, Gloria. It's the real people who are boycotting and not bots. Yes. And this is a very important point. Namaste, True Indian. All SSRians have no money bags, political influence, yet they have Darka Mahal. Yeah, this is the biggest statement you made, Vidya, because it is the divine force which is behind us. They don't have the divine force with them, right? They may have all the money, they have the power, they have all the social media companies in their favor. They have all the legal systems in their favor. They have all the lawyers in their favor. They have all the police force in their favor. They have all the mainstream media in their favor. So in spite of that, they have Darka Mahal, right? So which means that divine force is behind the public, which they cannot buy with money. Guns Roses, Tumas nudity is not my Bharat. Yes, Madhvi. Government cannot force the public to spend their hard-earned money on watching Bollywood. Let them revolt against the top heroes who get crores for producing crap as entertainment. Yes, we don't want Bollywood at all. Yes, one thing I don't understand is why is Sunil Shetty so bothered about Bollywood movies flopping? Is he even acting anymore?
No, Vidya, with the money they get, they run their establishments. And he has got a lot of
They have
restaurants.
targets.
And
Yes.
moreover, he has children who he wants to push into Bollywood and who have no scope at all because they are like him. They can't act for nuts. So he's trying to push some nepotism also into it.
Not only that, the cabal says like to each and every Bollywood actor that you make so and so film, and out of that you will give a certain cut, back to them, right? So they'll have certain targets in a year, like the sales targets for sales representatives. Like you have to reach this so and so target, and that targets are set by the cabal, and so that's the kind of pressure they face, and that's why they're doing everything to sort of beg Yogi Ji government to do something about the boycott Bollywood movement. So suddenly heart attacks and gyms due to Pfizer magic potion sold as code vaccination. Yes,
Oh,
I mean, like this is something we don't know. We don't have much knowledge, and your doctors also they say that they don't have much research to have that that proof that that vaccine has something to do with heart attacks. So unless and until more research is done, we can't say anything regarding that. He's dying to launch his daughter and son Vidya. Yes.
the funny thing is, Ved, is that his daughter looks like him. You know, just that she has got long hair. How on earth is she going to get any film? Why
So
is it so hard to understand? We need a Bollywood restructure. We, the public, are fed up with corruption, bullying, nepotism, and money laundering. They're afraid they can no longer launder their money. Yes. Honestly speaking, never knew about drugs. But after SSR's death, Bollywood is a mysterious place to be. Can even poison and kill anytime. Secretly drug anyone, worst place. Karthik. His son and daughter's career are at stake. Yes, that's why. Gutterwood is one notch from porn movies. I cannot watch Bollywood movies sitting with my family. Now, here I would like to tell you something, very interesting. Now, this girl, Janvi Kapoor, has complained, of course, it is a Bollywood PR speaking. Nobody else will praise this useless actress. Now, so they're saying that she's worried and she gets, scared when she has to pose with boys or with men. Now, what I don't understand is Janvi wears nearly nothing to the gym. and she comes out wearing nothing. And she poses with these men after calling them near her. Okay, this is her PR telling them that at this time she will reach the gym. Okay, paparazzi, please go take pictures of her. And after all this, she's saying that she's scared to pose with men or with boys. Now, this is the same thing as Malaika Arora said that, see, I never call attention to myself. I don't want attention. I don't want PR. Then, madam, why do you come with nothing from the gym and go with nothing and walk your duck walk? Who are you trying to attract? You have your thunder thighs at home. Don't you want to just keep him satisfied? You want others also to be satisfied. Okay, then you say that you don't want to pose with them. Then better you wear burqa and go. Inside the gym, take it off and do your workout. When you come out again, you wear a burqa. Then it is okay. You will not get the kind of attention that you want. Yeah, Mayura says, and SSRians are not only Indians. For example, I'm a Romanian. Are other Romanians on Twitter supporting SSR boycott movement? Are SSRians? I know from Russia, Canada, USA. What can they? Yes, exactly. Can they stop all of you? Such a brilliant comment from.
So many NRI Indians, NRI, non-Indians, supporting the boycott Bollywood movement. So, Anna has a huge, worry in his head. So, and now
we know.
All that their films are tanked and they have incurred losses. But remember how they were trying to show the films like Brahmastra had done well. Now it's in the open. Yes, Gloria. So Gatterwood is one notch from porn films. Yes, I cannot watch Bollywood movies sitting with my family. Yes, this is a very big concern. They don't even talk about SSR, that even though they know it's because of SSR, this is boycott movement.
Yes.
That itself shows that they are covering something. Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, well
absolutely,
said.
Vidya.
Prakash Raj 2.0 spotted in Kantara. It's yes, Dhanashree. So, but why Sunil Shetty is so bothered about the boycott Bollywood movement? Is he a spokesman like others who attended the meeting? Is he paying a blind eye towards the so-called Nepo kids? Yes, this is a very good question. Why is Sunil Shetty concerned?
No, Vinny, this is very, very clear. Have you ever seen who is closest to Salman Khan? It is Sunil Shetty. You remember that emotional speech that Salman Khan did during IFA Awards? He said that he did not have the money to buy good shirts, and that Anna, they call this Sunil Shetty Anna. Anna was the first one who called him, and gave him free shirts, So when you're close to Salman Khan, you know that Salman Khan is not only an actor. He's something more. He controls the whole, whatever is happening in Bollywood. And that is why he washed his hands off Kwan, saying that Kwan was not his company when everybody knew it was his company. And you know the kind of reputation Kwan had when the CEO was going around molesting all the, wannabe actors, actresses, and models. How he was caught in so many of the Me Too movement. So we all know this. So let us not talk about Sunil Shetty's reputation. He is a part of the whole thing. Sharad Pawar is a rascal. He spoiled Maharashtra, says Truth. Meros, my money, my choice. No one forces the people to watch crap movies. Don't trust anyone. Bollywood, Tollywood, just boycott. Now here, interestingly, Meros, tomorrow they are going to launch the trailer again of Pathan. I don't understand. I think they're just going to keep on releasing one song and look at your reaction, And the moment you get angry, then they'll have to undergo 100 censors, and change it. I know, and by the end of it, it'll resemble, I think, Ramayana. So this is what is going to happen to Pathan.
So, yeah. So absurd, Kishore can't believe that he lacks sense totally. He can't see the muck mess the film industry has right under his nose. The stench is overpowering. Boycott, organic public movement. Yes, Maya. Okay, now let's come to the next piece of news, friends, is regarding Urvashi Rautela.
Yeah.
Yeah, what is the news?
Yeah. So now Urvashi Rautela's mother shares a picture from the hospital where Rishabh Pant is recuperating and tells daughter everything is fine, and netizens say that pura family pagal hai. Now, the netizens take a hilarious dig at Urvashi Rautela's mom as she shares a picture of the hospital where Rishabh Pant is admitted. And this is getting weird every day. After he had his nearly fatal accident, Urvashi has been posting indirect posts related to the cricketer and has been getting massively slammed for the same. And now Urvashi's mom, Meera Rautela, too posted the picture of Ambani Hospital where he is admitted. And she says, everything is all right, don't worry, beta, tagging her daughter's Urvashi. And the post received a lot of backlash. And netizens are badly trolling the mother and the daughter for this unpleasant post. Now, see, this is something very weird that this woman is not getting the message that it's high time you just, went off. Stop messing with his life. He's got other things to do. Why are you behind it? And who is this man or this cabal who's pushing you to do this? I mean, you are running around with the sheikhs, putting your legs everywhere, and you are not bothered about Rishabh. Then who's the one who's pushing you to keeping on, trolling him or stalking him? There is something very, very devious in your attitude, and this has to come out.
Yeah. A lot of people saying with regards to Sunil Shetty being close to Salman Khan, and that's why he's a spokesperson of Bollywood as an industry. When talking about business with the Yogi government, I was really surprised to that neither Ekta Kapoor nor Karan Johar were present in that particular conference. It surprised me.
Yeah.
How come Urvashi has so much of property? I think the assets of these funds, yes, must be checked. Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Doesn't it seem that the accident was planned as he was avoiding her? Now he is in the hospital and reaching there for visit. So it's a very, very, very
Yes.
suspicious accident for me, at least, Maya. So it doesn't fall in place that the mainstream media says that he slept on the wheel. He was trying to avoid some pothole, they say. So they keep changing versions. So why do they keep changing versions, like with regards to how he ended up in an accident? So that itself is room for suspicion, right? And why is this actress stalking him for the past few months? So there are a lot of questions with regards to this particular accident. Is Cornerstone losing the grip since Virat and Anushka have rushed to Vrindavan to take blessings of a guru with no blocking of cameras for their Vamika? Okay.
No, here I would like to say, Maya, the attack on Hindu Sanatana Dharma has been so much that now people are being sidelined. So to show that they are still Hindu, they are doing all these things. That's it. Within seconds, you will see how Mullah Kohli will change, stand. The moment cricket opens, he will start praying also, so many times. So please don't get what do you say, fooled by his action. Yogiji is laughing when he's saying they won't take drugs. If Yogiji will tell us it won't stop, justice for SSR, Gatterwood scared because their kids are grown and now they're ready for a launch. We public, especially SSRians, Mumbai. Hope Pants gets married soon to a
Please, Savitri.
yeah.
And I feel that Pant should get out of the Indian cricket this thing team, and he should go into some other field, because it's
Yes,
not a very
absolutely.
safe
And live,
profession. It's
before
just
he's
like the
killed.
films, right? Like
Yes.
you have the dirty IPL sort of atmosphere, and IPL is closely related to the cabal and the movie mafia and Dawood, right? So he has to get out of that. I think he has made enough money, and he should go into some other career. This is my opinion. This day should come. We should throw stones at them. They come out. Movies is far away, says Joshi. SSR in Mumbai chapter, you chose or troll all these dirty Bollywood men and so-called women. After Sunil Shetty conference, boycott Bollywood movement will intensify. Let us give a fitting reply by boycotting Patan. Yes. Suspicious will be followed by various versions. Yes. Janvi went to Tirupati to pray all PR stunt. What would like to ask what connections you have there that you are not silenced? Bollywood Druggywood cast should be audited on their earnings and properties of for tax purposes. Everyone all over the world has to do their taxes. Yes. So I just come to the main piece of news is with regards to Subramanian Swamy and recently, not recently, last year, I believe he has tweeted. Now, Subramanian Swamy, he tweeted that the assets created by the three Khans, namely Salman Khan, Shah Rukh Khan, and Amir Khan, the assets or the properties or whatever, the monetary things which are owned by these three Khans in India and abroad, especially in Dubai, need to be investigated properly. Who gifted them bungalows and properties there, and how they bought it, and the cartelization needs to be investigated by the SIT of ED, the income tax, and the CBI. Are they above the law? Not only this, he also raised questions about the property of the three Khans. So apparently now, just on the official Facebook page of Subramanian Swamy, he has retweeted this particular thing which he tweeted last year, just yesterday. So he is trying to bring this issue again. He's reminding the government, the BJP government, to take up this issue, right? Like the assets owned by these three Khans, need to be investigated. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So
Subramanian
very nice of
Swamy,
Vidya.
yeah.
Minaji and Jaydev, please give us your Gotra and Nakshatra. Would like to do Archana Puja for your safety. You're the only one speaking the truth for all of us, exposing Bollywood, Dawood. Come on. You'll see just below on the scroll, you'll see email ID. Vidya, please send us an email. Immediately, we will send
Sure.
it to you. Thank you for your
Thank you very
kindness.
much, Vidya.
Why even Bollywood outsiders like Karthik Aryan are not supporting or speaking about SSR. Jaydev, in this picture of Srikanth, all of them look like cooks, says Maya. I hardly believe this Swami because he's taking U-turns, yes. Man, see their production homes, namely Balaji, Dharma, Ashtavinayak, and all they show Hindu gods are bad. They can keep other names instead of God's name. Even Mohanlal, his this thing production house is called Ashirvad. I don't know why they take this and then use mafia to do all their dealings. Afghan is angry with Pakistan for whatever reason and wish they wipe them out completely. I saw Netflix documentary about Underworld and Mumbai police. Don't know if any. Can you give us a name, Vidya? We would also like to watch it. Now, moving back to Tunisha Sharma's case. The late actor Tunisha Sharma's mother, Vanita Sharma, has said in her daughter's ex-boyfriend and co-star Shazin Khan took her to a hospital far away, whereas there were hospitals only minutes away from the sets. Talking to the media on Sunday, she said that she had shared a very good relationship with Tunisha and also played a voice message from the late actor. She also said that Shazin Khan's mother can't tell her about her relationship with Tunisha. Now, as you know, 21-year-old Tunisha allegedly was died on the sets of a television serial. People do not know whether it is a suicide or a murder. Now, Shazan was arrested on charges of abetment to suicide on December 25th, and he's even now in judicial custody. Now, ANI says that Vanita was saying it could be a suicide or a murder. I see this because Shazin took her to a hospital far away. There were hospitals 5 minutes away. Why did they not take her to a closer one? She was breathing and could have been saved. Tunisha's mother also said, my relationship with her was very good. She didn't live without me or sleep without me. I have a voice message from her that she sent me on December 21st. I want to play it for you. And she won't tell me about, Shazin's mother won't tell me about my relationship with her. I don't need to explain anything since I've dedicated my life to Tunisia. In the voice message, Tunisia says, Mama, I can't tell you how much I love you. I love you. What you do for me sometimes, I really love you. Thank you. I'll come home soon and sleep with you, okay? On Saturday, a Versailles court adjourned the hearing of the bail plea of Shazin till January 9th. The next hearing on the matter will be held on January 9th, so which would have been today. Now, Vanitha had earlier leveled allegations against Shazin, stating that he used to beat Tunisia and was forcing her to adopt Islamic practices. Addressing a press conference, Shazin's sister Falak said that Tunisia's mother was neglecting her and said that the deceased actor's depression was due to her childhood trauma. Tunisia's mother accepted that she had been neglecting Tunisia and didn't take care of her, is what the sister said. Now here, friends, what I'd like to say is that see now look at how cunning this Shazin Khan is. Now he's saying that this girl Tunisia had an affair with a man called Ali, okay, and that she was seeing him. Now he's trying to make her even more immoral. This guy doesn't have absolutely any sense of shame. This girl is only hardly 20. And if he cannot, protect himself, is he going to malign the girl and put mud on her? So what sort of a man is he? So everything I've seen, whether it is in the case of Aftab, it's Shraddha, what they do is because they cannot protect themselves, they will say that these Hindu girls were having a lot of affairs, they are immoral, and before marriage they sleep with others. Okay? They will not say the same thing about their women. So this is an absolute case of love jihad, and this has to be proved by the lawyer, and this man should be put forever in jail, Shazid Khan. If possible, his whole family should also be put in jail for lying. Heard the Falak and Shafak Naz are not keeping well after listening to Tunisha's mother saying, "Main nahi chodungi Shehzad." Yes. I'm sure the government knows about the Khans and their properties and links with Dawood and other anti-national elements. They are not sure why no actions are taken against the Khans. Mumbai Mafia, police versus the underworld. Are they finding an alternative for Cooper Hospital now that it is in the news for all the wrong reasons? Tunisia being taken to a far-off hospital is also doubtful. And even her, if you look at
Very good
this,
point, Karthik.
Yes. Even if you look in the case of the what you call the postmortem, I think it was also done in some remote hospital, which we are not very sure about. Mom, I feel bad for Tunisha's mom. Everybody should take care of her mom. See, no one left her. I feel left for her. I feel pity she was bringing her daughter back. Meanwhile, they killed her. That what she must be going. Yes, absolutely. Sharing, welcome. So nice to see you. Yes. Only Tunisia, now Bollywood, forever. Yeah. Yes, Jerry.
Yeah, there's some points which someone has asked. 1 second. Is that could Swami be using this ploy of directing attention to Bollywood to take the heat of Baby Penguin? So this at this point of time, we are not sure because as you know that no mainstream media has taken this particular statement like Republic TV, right? So we'll have to wait and watch.
So here I wanted to make another point. It's this, what is his name? This pop singer, this Punjabi pop singer. He's saying that, see, we should actually sympathize with Urfi, the girl who wears nothing, saying that, see, it is her choice what she wears or what she does, and people should be, inspired by her. Now, just yesterday, day before yesterday, we were talking about Samir Wankhede. We spoke to him, we interviewed him. Now, he's the kind of hero people should follow. Now, when an idiotic pop singer coming from Punjab says that youngsters of today should follow Urfi for being so bold, what does this fool mean? Does he mean that the girls should wear nothing and walk about? It is when Bollywood PR gives importance to such stuff, that you understand that Bollywood and all these people are so hollow. And look at her now posing with the, what you call the evil essence of Bollywood. This man and his son and his wife have been attacking India for, I would say, years. And they are the ones who have been in the Tukde Tukde movement. Everything is as crooked as his nose. And now this girl poses with him. So I don't understand what sort of, people these are. I mean, what do they want? Even I think, see, it is when these people came back in full force, that is the Salim Javed group, that is when our stories started getting distorted and started becoming, making heroes of underworld. That is when the angry young man came, and Amitabh Bachchan fitted their, bill very well. And that's when the glorification of Dawood types came into this. So let us give full credit to this man with the crooked nose, for ushering in what has now, what is now what we are trying to get rid of from Bollywood. The catharsis, has to begin.
Yeah, so regarding this picture with Javed Akhtar Urfi,
Yes, your Honey Singh. He himself is a misogynist, and MCP must read some of his rap songs. He reeks of toxic masculinity. He's even separated from his wife on charges of domestic abuse, and he's also into drugs. And he's the one who's telling us we should follow Urfi.
yeah, so Urfi Javed, regarding this picture with Javed Akhtar, she tweeted that finally met my grandfather today. Also, he's a legend. Right in the morning, so many people lined up for selfies, but he did not refuse anyone. Chatted with everyone with a smile. He was so warm. I'm in awe. She dropped hearts, laughing emojis while sharing this picture with Javed Akhtar.
So I think she's dressed here because Joshi, because if she doesn't wear anything, you know how this old man is. You don't know where he'll start touching. So she must have got scared.
Yeah. So,
Yes. Yeah.
so friends, yeah, Honey
Just a
supports.
couple more and then we can, yeah. So Maya says Honey supports Sophie's clothes. So he wants his mom's his wife to wear non-existing clothes, or is his new album coming out? Yes. Probably because Urfi's name
Oh,
is
that's a very good
Javed.
one.
She's not related to him at all. Yeah. So on these, with these words, we say good night, and from Jaydev and me, and Jai Hind.
Yeah, Jay. Bye.